What if I told you that someone you care about is going to suffer, but there are 3 easy things that you could do to help stop that? You'd do it, right? Well, I'm talking about Trump's one big, beautiful bill, and don't do that. I see you rolling your eyes, and I know what you're thinking. Dude, politics is a waste of time. Why bother? No, it's not. It's pointless. The GOP will push it through. They have the votes. Just stop. Look, while there's still a chance, we have to try. And I'm just going to say it. Yoda was wrong, okay? If you don't try, there is no do. So please, do try to help ASAP because Trump wants this bill on his desk before the 4th of July, and it will make life worse for at least one person you love, including you and a whole bunch of other people. And I'll prove that. But if you're already with me, here are those 3 easy things that you should do right now. Number 1, call your reps. Number 2, text resist 50409. Number 3, tell 3 friends. You can check the description and comments for more details. I'll get into it more later. But first, a word for the sponsors of this bill, the 1%. You're almost there. Can you believe it? This bill is going to make you even richer by gutting programs that help the peasants. And they'll probably just stand by and let you, just like you planned. And most of them don't even understand what's happening. They're not paying attention anyway. Tax cuts and carve-outs, check. Carried interest loophole, bonus depreciation, pass-through deductions, check, check, checkmate. So amazing. I mean, sure, this bill's going to balloon the deficit and maybe destroy the future economy, whatever. And when the mob finally realizes they've been screwed, yeah, crime will go up and you'll have a bigger private security bill and everyone will hate you. And history shows that wealth inequality always ends in revolution. But until then, you'll keep getting that warm, fuzzy glow of watching the suckers suffer and starve through tinted, bulletproof glass as your chauffeur drives you to your private jet. Life is sweet. Okay, back to the video. So, who is this bill going to hurt? I'm going to tell you, and when I do, I don't want you to think of them as groups of nameless strangers. I want you to think about one person you actually know who fits each type, and I bet you do. Just one. It could be you. Do you know someone who cares about democratic checks and balances? This bill lets Trump and his team ignore court orders by making challengers pay huge cash bonds up front. Do you know someone who has a mortgage, a car loan, student debt? This bill will add $3.3 trillion to the national debt. And so future interest payments are probably going to cost more. Do you know someone who cares about the environment? This bill kills clean energy tax breaks and hands new breaks to fossil fuel companies while adding new penalties for green projects. Do you know someone who lives in a rural town or works in healthcare? This bill could close about 1/3 of rural hospitals and erase up to 500 million healthcare jobs. No, sorry, that's 500,000, 500,000. Do you know someone who is sick, disabled, or aging? This bill cuts $930 billion from Medicaid and adds new paperwork that will take away nursing home beds and home aides. Do you know parents whose kids rely on SNAP or public school lunches? This bill slashes $300 billion from food aid and drops about 500,000 children from free meal programs, while private school tax breaks divert funds away from public schools. Do you know someone who worries about deep fakes or AI taking their job? A 10-year ban stops states from writing any AI safety, privacy, or worker protection laws in this bill. Do you know someone who thinks the rich should pay what they owe? The bill cuts IRS audit funds and keeps hedge fund loopholes and all that other stuff, helping the wealthy dodge taxes. Do you know someone who works in a warehouse, a delivery van, or a factory? This bill strips OSHA's power to set modern injury rules, leaving bosses free to ignore lifting and strain hazards. So I'll bet you do know at least one of these people. So what can you do to help? Trump wants the one big, beautiful bill on his desk by July 4th, so there's no time to waste. The first rule is talk about it. Blow up their phones. Dial the Capitol switchboard, that's 202-224-3121, House Rep and both senators. Your script is, vote no on the big, beautiful bill, or I'll donate, volunteer, and vote to replace you. Staffers have to tally every call. Number 2, put it in writing. Text resist to 50409 or tag at House GOP in particular and also at Senate GOP with that same 17-word message. Public pressure lives forever in their mentions. Tell at least 3 friends why they should be paying attention. This bill pays the rich by robbing the poor, sick, disabled, and those who care about the environment, democracy, and our future. Share this clip, or even better, make your own. And as a bonus, you could level up for July 4th. Do you want to celebrate the USA? The best way is actually by joining one of the many protests that are happening around the country. Nothing says independence like grabbing a flag, making a sign, and being part of a movement to fight for our country. Look, even if they do pass this bill, the more you make your voice heard about it, the more scared they're going to be. So there's more description, there's more info in the description and comments. Thanks so much for listening, and have a great day.